Yo, guys, what's up? It's Fears, and I am in Missouri. And welcome to the Fears podcast. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I haven't talked to you guys, and it's been a minute. It's been at least 6 or 7 days. Wait. I think 6 days since I've talked to you guys. It's been a while. So we got 5 people watching. Visions is here. What's up, Visions? What's up, Pretend Stories? I got a whole bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about. Some good, some bad, whole bunch of stuff. So I hope you guys are doing well. Forgive me, I'm in my mom and dad's guest room. So anytime I visit my mom and my dad, I stay here. I stay here in the guest room. So I'm just sitting on the floor next to the bed. There's not much artwork and stuff, so it's not usually the normal Fears podcasting area. But anyway, I should be home by next Wednesday. So I think next Wednesday, Sam's going to pick me up. And we're going to do a stream next Wednesday. So look out for that video game stream coming soon. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm going to just start right off the bat, guys. It's been a very enjoyable trip so far. I'm so glad I'm here. I took your guys' advice. Like all of my fans were like, Fears, you just need to get some money and buy a ticket and just go visit your family right now. And I was like, you know what? You guys are right. That's exactly what I did. And I needed this trip, man. Not only to visit my dad and my mom and everybody, but like I've just been stressing, paying bills and shit and trying to find a second job. I've been trying to find a second job or a better job. I would rather just find a better job so I don't have to work 2 jobs and just work 1 job. But it's easier said than done. But anyway, I needed this trip. Trust me, guys. So I got here, let's see, today is Sunday. So I got here just this past Tuesday. So I've been here since Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've been here 6 days so far. 6 days. And I'm coming back next Wednesday. So if you guys have got any questions for me about my trip, put them in the chat. I'll answer, pretty much anything within reason. But it's been going really well. Finally, my stomach is back to normal. So I'm going to just start the stream right there. I have never had to travel with a sore stomach. Oh my God. It was horrible. I kid you not. The amount of pain that I was in. Was horrible. So I thought I could beat my stomach before I had to even go to the airport. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I'll just take a bunch of Tums. I'll take a bunch of Pepto-Bismol. Nothing was working. And then I was running out of time. Sam's calls me and said, hey, Fears, I'll be there in the morning to pick you up and to take you to the airport. And I'm all like, all right, man. Yeah, okay. Right on, good. I felt horrible. So I ease into bed. All my bags are packed. My stomach is so bloated. It's like out to here. Um, Traveling when you have a sore stomach, it was the worst. So I got the seat back like this when I get into Sam's car, and Sam's like, "Fears, you do not look good at all." And I'm like, not only do I not look good, I don't feel good at all. And he's like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I can tell." I goes, "I can totally tell." I was like, "I'm not faking it." I'm like, "This is fucking bullshit." So I get to the airport and I get through security. The only good thing about it was I got through security within 15 minutes. That's the fastest I've ever gotten through uh uh like, all the security stuff. Normally it takes like an hour, 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours standing in line. But because I was traveling on a Tuesday, I guess it wasn't that busy. So I've never gotten through security within 15 minutes until now. Tyler says, uh, why didn't you stream at the classic coffee shop? Because this is not supposed to be a fun trip, Tyler. This is supposed to be like a serious trip, for my dad and my mom. So I didn't want to go there. So I just thought I would do it right here. Plus, it's 11:58 and I just woke up like an hour ago. So, but it's not supposed to be a fun trip because my dad is extremely sick and I just want to spend some time with my family. So, no, unfortunately, no coffee shop streams. I want to if it was under better circumstances, but definitely no coffee shop streams this trip because I'm not in the mood. And it's not that type of trip. But the next time I come to visit, hopefully it'll be under better circumstances, and we'll get a coffee shop stream. So yeah. So anyway, to make a long story short, I get there. I'm waiting for my plane, right, guys? Every 10 minutes, I'm running to the bathroom, either to shit or I think I'm gonna puke. I was dry heaving like crazy. I'm like, just picture Fears. I'm standing by the toilet. Nothing's coming out. And I'm doing this for hours at the airport. Hours. Because I feel like shit. Nothing's coming out. All right. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm sick of trying. What's up, Richie? Richie says, yo, John. What up, buddy? Good to see you. So finally, I get on the plane and I go all the way to the back because I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. Because the lady told me, the lady says, oh, she goes, well, if you're not feeling well, she goes, and your stomach's not feeling well, she goes, you can go all the way to the back of the plane and you can, just lay flat, across like three seats. And I was like, oh, ma'am, I said, I would appreciate that. I said, that would be fantastic. So I go all the way to the back. I take my backpack, put it in the over bin, and I start laying down. And I was like, I don't even care what they say. I'm like, I'm not even going to put my seatbelt on. I said, they can take off and I'll just lay flat. So I'm laying flat and I'm like this, just chilling. All of a sudden I hear tap, tap, tap. And she like tapped me on tapped me on my leg. And so I'm like this and I go, yes. And she goes, I kind of have some bad news. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, I thought we weren't going to be fully booked. She goes, this is a fully booked flight. And I was like, yeah. And she went, oh, yeah. So that means I could not lay flat. And to make matters even worse, I had to sit by two like high school girls and they're just doing this the whole time on the flight. And I'm just like, kill me now, kill me now. And so I'm just sitting like this, just breathing. I'm like, and I hardly said anything on the flight because I was so miserable because of my stomach. So I'm like this. I'm like, and I'm just trying to work on my breathing. I'm trying to work on my breathing because usually when I have a bad stomach ache, breathing helps. I'm just like this. All of a sudden, I can feel it coming, and I went, "Oh shit!" And I let out an "oh shit," and the flight attendant goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Get out of the way! Get out of the way!" And I get up and I run to the bathroom, and I swear to God, guys, I'm not trying to gross you out. It was like a waterfall. Oh, waterfall into the toilet, puking my brains out, and I sat in that little airplane toilet at least 15 minutes puking, at least. So then when I got out, then I felt a little bit better. But that wasn't the end of it. That was not the end of it, guys. It was bad. So then I finally get to the house, and my brother's like, "Oh man," he's like, I hope you feel better soon." And he goes, "You probably don't want to go to the hospital today and visit Dad." And I was like, "No, I want to." I said, "This trip is for Dad." I said, "I don't care if my stomach's hurting. I want to go visit my dad." So I kind of cringe over to the, I cringe over to the, to the car. We get in. I get to the hospital. I get to the hospital, and then I see my dad. I give my dad a hug. We start talking, and he's like, "Oh, he's like, you're not feeling good either." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Dad," I said, "I'm not feeling good either." And he's like, "Why didn't you just, go back to our house and just rest and then come the next day?" And I was like, "Because I want to see you." I said, I said, I missed you. So we're hanging out. We're hanging out. Everything's cool. And it took about the first 3 days for my stomach to get back to normal. Thank God my stomach's back to normal. But anyway, so traveling on a sore stomach, that hurt. Visions, visions. I was hanging on by a thread. I was hanging on by a thread, guys. Anyway, um, it was crazy. It was pretty crazy. Anyway, Tyler says, "Did you eat some bad food on Monday?" I guess that's what happened, Tyler. I really don't know. Crohn's is really weird. Either I ate something bad or I accidentally ate something with like milk or cheese in it or something. Or sometimes Crohn's just says, "I don't care, I'm just going to hurt fears anyway, even though he didn't do anything wrong." And I guess maybe it was one of those days. I have no idea. Anyway, what's up, Carrie? And she goes, "Wow, I came in to hear Fears talk about puking." Well, it wasn't, the whole thing wasn't about puking. It was just a small part was about puking. Anyway, anyway, Vision says, "You should have told those girls they were making you sick." Well, they weren't making me sick, Visions, just they wouldn't shut up. And they're two teenage girls. Like one girl looked like she was 18, the other girl looked like she was, I don't know, 17, 18. They looked about the same age. And teenage girls, you know what they talk about, "Ooh, pretty pink. Let's talk about our nails. Oh my God, do you like Jason? Oh, like I wish I could go out with Jason. Oh my gosh, da 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 da." And I swear to God, I had it up to about hearing about Jason the whole flight. Visions. It was Jason this, Jason that. Like, "Oh, Jason's so cute." I'm like, I don't care about Jason. I'm like, oh, but see, I was nice. I didn't say one word. And the only thing I did say to him is one girl, at one time, the girl goes, I had my eyes closed. I was trying to get some sleep. And she tapped me on, the shoulder. And I just kind of looked over. And she said, "Oh, I hope we're not talking too loudly." And in my mind, I said a classic Fears line. I'm like, yeah. But since I'm a Christian, I said, "Oh no," I said, "You're fine." I said, "I'm just trying to, focus on getting through this flight." And and she goes, "You don't look too good." And I said, "I have a sore stomach. I don't feel well." I said, "I'm just trying to focus on, making it off this plane alive." And she goes, "Oh, well, we'll try to keep it down." And I was like, "Okay, I appreciate that." And then I just closed my eyes and then, went back to focusing on my breathing because I was like, I was really trying not to puke. But within minutes after that conversation, I had to race to the toilet and puke. So it was bad. But yeah, Vision says that would have made me puke too. I mean, they're teenage girls going nuts talking about God knows what. So yeah. Carrie said, "Fears, did you hear about me turning my life back to God?" I did hear about that, Carrie, and I'm proud of you. That's good. That's awesome. That's really good. And hopefully there's no more Carrie twerking and crazy Carrie like sex stories and whatever the hell else you were doing. So yeah. So that was the first part of the trip, guys. The second part of the trip is where we are right now. So every day I've been going to the hospital, and unfortunately, it's not looking too good for my dad. My dad's in. It's very sad to see someone kind of wither away, and especially if it's a family member. Uh, but I mean, what else can I do? I'm like, I looked at my mom and I was like, "Mom, what do you want me to do?" She's like, "Just be there for him. Just be here." And she goes, "And whenever you're not here and you're in Florida," she's like, "just call us at least once a day or call us, a couple times a week." And I said, "Oh, absolutely." I said, "Absolutely." And so I've been going to the hospital every single day. So probably after this stream, I'm probably gonna like have some lunch and then take a shower and then probably head on over. Like they had a priest come and talk to my dad, so that was nice. Uh, so if you guys could just keep up the prayers and the blessings, I don't know what's gonna happen to my dad. I'm kind of scared. I don't know if they're gonna continue his chemo treatment because you have to be real careful now because because the tumor they thought was on top of the brain and it's not on top of the brain. The tumor is inside the brain. So whenever you deal with someone's brain, you have to be really careful. And they moved my dad from a hospital into a hospice. So I don't know if this is the end or what. I mean, it's terrible. Like it's like my dad I love so much. He's one of my heroes. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty nuts. So um I appreciate your guys' support though. I really do. And I appreciate you guys being good friends and good fans and stuff and just kind of helping me through this. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm praying for a miracle. I'm praying every day. I mean, oh, it's nuts. It's insane. But if you guys got any questions, I'll answer. Carrie says I'll pray for your family. I appreciate that. And the situation. Well, thanks. Percy says, "Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude." And I'll have my mom pray. Well, tell Diana thank you, Carrie. Tell Diana I appreciate her praying and too. So there's that. And then let's see what else has been going on. I got to visit with my buddy Eric for a little bit. I was coming home from the hospital one day and I hadn't even called my buddy Eric. So I was like, well, I'm like, I'll probably just call him and tell him I'm in town. But I told him I don't know if I can hang out because it's more of a serious trip. So I'm driving home. It's like 8:30 at night, and I call and he's like, "Hey, Fears, what's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing, buddy." I'm like, "What are you up to?" He's like, "Oh," he's like, I was like, I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm out to dinner with my wife." And I said, "Oh, sorry." I said, "I didn't mean to interrupt." And he goes, "No, it's cool." He goes, "Well, what's up?" I said, "Well," I said, "I just want to let you know." I said, "I'm in town, man." He goes, "Really?" He goes, "Dude, why didn't you call me right away, man?" He goes, "We're best buddies." I said, "Well," I said, "I wanted to." I said, "It's more of a serious trip." I said, "It's more like an emergency trip." I said, "My dad's really not doing too well." And he goes, "Oh, really?" He goes, "What's going on?" I said, "It's the same shit, man." I said, "He's fighting his cancer." And I said, "Now," I said, "to make matters worse," I said, "Now he has to deal with like a tumor inside his head." And Eric was asking me all these questions, and I said, "I don't know all the answers." So I said, "When I know more stuff," I said, "I'll let you know, buddy." And so he goes, "Well, man," he goes, "if you just want to come over for a couple of minutes just to say hi." And I said, "You know what?" I said, "I may." I said, "This is all that I've been thinking of." He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Why don't you come for like an escape?" He goes, "Let's just hang out for like a half an hour or an hour." And I was like, "All right." So I came over, and if you guys don't know, Eric's my best buddy. I've been friends with him since like the end of 8th grade. So our friendship is like almost almost 20 years, almost, just shy. I think this is like the ninth. It's either the 18th or 19th year of friendship, so it's almost 20 years. It's getting there, but Eric's like one of those like lifelong friends. So I come over, and uh I explained to him and his wife like kind of what's going on with my dad, and they're like, "Well, how are you feeling, John?" I was like, pretty shitty, pretty shitty." I'm like, "I don't know how to feel." I'm like, "I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm frustrated, I'm angry." I'm like, "I don't want anything bad to happen to my dad." I'm like, "This is fucking crazy, man." I'm like, "This is insanity." So, uh, and they're like, "Yeah, we get it, Fierce, we get it." And they said the best thing you can do is just be there for your family. And then Eric said, Eric said, uh, Fears, just stay busy. Just stay busy. And I was like, "Yeah," I said, "I'm trying to stay as busy as I can, to help." He's like, they're like, "If you stay busy," they're like, "then it kind of helps with, you having to go through all this shit." And I was like, "I definitely have been staying busy." So, like, when I get back to Florida, I'm gonna just jump. I'm literally gonna like jump right back into work, right back into the videos. I brought my hard drive, and I'm almost done editing. I edited a little here. I'm almost done editing the Deserlin vlog where me and Sam went to like that big ass car museum and that car show. So that's almost done. So you guys will be able to see that soon. Um, and I'm almost done, Visions. I'm almost done editing the sleepaway camp. Watch sleep camp. So I've been kind of jumping back and forth on editing, but I've only edited for one night. I've only edited for one night. All the other nights I've just been kind of hanging out with my family. So yeah. So yeah. J Man says, "Hey Fears, what are the doctors telling you guys regarding your dad's health?" Well, they said it's really bad, but they said it's not impossible. They said it's not impossible to kill the tumor. They said what they're trying to do is they said my dad is really weak right now, J Man. So they said they said we're trying to get your dad's strength up so he can be strong enough to do the chemo treatment to kill the tumor inside his head. And they said that's why we moved him into a hospice to try to like give him extra attention. But I don't know if my dad's strength is going to come back. I hope it does. But that's where we are, J Man. That's where we are. So It's just one of those things. Vision says fire. Did you make fire? Like a caveman? Let's hope so. Let's hope so. That's where we are, guys. Like I said, if you guys have got any questions or want to know anything, let me know, and I will be more than happy to answer it for you. Want to know? So I don't know much. I mean, I know pretty much just what I've told you guys, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Maybe he's grilling, Fears. Maybe he's grilling. He could be grilling, Carrie. Actually, I'll be honest. Like hot dogs and hamburgers and like steaks sound really good right now. That does sound good. He could be. He could be grilling. Why don't you ask him, Carrie? Hey, Visions, are you grilling? By the way, Visions, I almost lost Visions. I almost lost one of your pins. So if you guys don't know, my backpack, I use it for two things. I use it as my camera bag to keep all my video equipment in it, and I also use it as my travel bag. And I guess when I placed my my bag in the overhead compartment, as I grabbed it, one of the Visions pins popped off of my bag, right? So I'm walking off the plane. I'm walking off the plane, Visions, right? All of a sudden, one of the flight attendants says, excuse me. And I said, yeah. And she goes, this pin fell off. And I looked down, and it's the VHS pin, Visions, that you gave me, or that I ordered off your website. I don't know. Wait, did you give me that one for free? No, I think I bought that one. I bought the fuzzy, like the TV fuzzy, the white noise pin, the VHS pin, and then the green and yellow bar one. Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. I'm like, if I would have lost Vision's pin, I would have been pissed, and I know you would have been pissed, Visions. Well, actually, I don't know if Visions would have been pissed. You probably would have been bummed, but I would have been pissed because you're my buddy, and I fucking love that pin. I probably would have just bought another one, or I would have just have you mail me one, Visions. But I would have been pissed because I love that pin. But I mean, it wouldn't have been at the end of the world. Like I said, I could just order a new one because those pins are only like what? They're like $2 or $3 on your website. But yeah. J-Man says, always keeping your dad in my prayers. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes. If you're an old subscriber to the channel, keep praying, keep sending those blessings. And if you're a new subscriber to the channel, please pray for my dad. And if you're not religious, then just send some good vibes. I would appreciate that. Tyler says, get some BK Lounge if you're feeling like a burger. Oh, I already have, buddy, of that. I got some yesterday, and it was quite scrumptious. Oh, I got some. Oh, I'm way ahead of you, Tyler. And I also got some White Castle because they don't have many White Castles in Florida. I've yet to run into a White Castle in Florida. I don't think they have them there. So maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. Yeah, right, Visions. Vision says, Fears, I'm literally on fire. No, you're not. No, you're not. Whatever. I agree with Carrie. I think you're grilling some food. I could be wrong, but, you know, there it is. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm coming back next. Well, the plan is to come back next Wednesday. If anything changes, then I'll let you guys know. But keep out on the lookouts next Wednesday when I get home. Me and Sam are going to do a big gaming stream because Sam's going to have to take off work to pick me up at the airport. And he was all like, hey, Fears, like, I'm already going to be off anyway. So, like, when you get home, he's like, how about I'll drive you to your house. You can just drop your bags off. And then you can literally just come over to my house and we'll just video game it up. Like, he goes, we'll try to beat Resident Evil 8 that day because we're almost done with it. And I was like, sounds like a plan to me, buddy. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's what we're gonna do. So, um, uh, we're gonna try to beat it though, or if not beat it, at least get some progress on the game. So, that should be fun. But yeah, yeah. I've just been kind of chilling out here, guys. I've been chilling out, just watching some movies, just hanging out with my family. Mainly hanging out with my family. Like I pretty much Visions have been sitting right next to my dad. Like there's this little stool in the hospital. I just pull the stool up, sit right next to my dad, and me and my dad have just been like talking about everything. So I appreciate you guys for urging me to just grab some money out of my account and just fucking go. Because you guys were like, Fears, who cares about saving up money? They're like you guys were literally like, you're like, Fears, who cares about saving up money? Like, just get some fucking money and just fucking go now. Just fucking go now. And I was always like, yeah. He goes, I'll probably go soon. And they're like, and then you guys were like, no, Fears, you need to go fucking now. And I'm so glad that I listened to you guys and I just went now. So thank you. I appreciate that. Because if this is really the end, I want to be here with my dad. I hope it isn't the end. I really hope it isn't. So I'm praying to God that it is not the end, you know, because my dad is awesome. My dad is awesome. That's good. I'm glad you went back for a visit. Yeah, me too, Visions. Like you know how you said like whenever your dad died, Visions, you said you were right there with him. I've been sitting right next to my dad pretty much almost the entire time. I mean, unless like the nurse has to come in and like give him some medicine, or if my mom has to like sometimes my dad has enough strength to eat his meals himself, or sometimes my mom has to help him eat. Like my mom will be like, hey, John, like your hamburger got, because my dad's name is John too. So my mom will be like, hey, John, like your hamburger's here. And then my mom will cut it up, and then my mom will just stick a piece in my dad's mouth. And then, of course, he'll chew it. So, but for a while, he wasn't eating. But thank God I think he's starting to get a little bit better, though, because yesterday he got super hungry. And then he looked at my mom and said, I think my appetite's coming back. He goes, because I'm really hungry. My mom was like, really? She's like, yesterday you only had a couple of bites of like your sandwich, you know, for dinner. And then for lunch, all you had was like some applesauce and some juice. And my dad was like, yeah, I know. I'm pretty starving. And my mom's like, well, that's great. She's like, yeah, I'll get you something right now. So I'm glad his appetite came back. So whenever I go to the hospital today, I'm gonna ask my dad, like, hey dad, like, how's your appetite? Like, is it still is your appetite here still, or is it gone again? Or so my mom said he ate a decent amount of his breakfast this morning, so I would assume his appetite is still there. So yeah, I'm so glad though, Visions, that I like literally like I'm so glad that I listened to you guys and just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna get some money. I'm fucking going right now. Like fuck this, I'm leaving. And thank God my boss was so cool with it. You know, my boss was like, Fears, they're like, if I was in your situation, I'd want to be with my dad. He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, all I ask is when you get to Missouri, he's like, just text me about when you're gonna come back and text me like when you want to go back to work. So I've already texted him and said, I'm gonna try to get a flight to come home next Wednesday, and then I'll probably rest Wednesday night, and then I should be back to work by next Thursday. And he was totally cool with it. He's like, yeah. He's like, sounds good, Fears. Like I can work with that. He goes, I can work with that. He goes, I'll take care of it. He goes, I'll take care of it. No worries. He's like, just be there with your family. And I was like, sounds good, buddy. So yeah. Carrie said, my grandpa was like that, wasn't eating much in the end, but he loves my mom's banana pancakes. That sounds good too. Banana pancakes sound really good. I mean, I like pancakes in general. So any type of pancakes, normal pancakes, waffle pancakes, blueberry pancakes, all sorts, all sorts. Do I miss Florida? Not right now. Right now, I'm all about my family, but eventually I'll get back to Florida. Carrie says, I like them with peanut butter and syrup. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, Carrie, I haven't talked to you in a minute, so I don't know what type of content you do anymore because I haven't watched your stuff in a while. Because not being mean, Carrie, for a while it just got too crazy. You like bouncing off your bed, twerking, throwing shit up in the air, and then you were like going ballistic like on your chat and screaming and then talking to trolls and doing God knows what. So I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna watch this anymore. So I'm glad things have kind of chilled out, kind of calmed down. So, but yeah, and I'm glad you're going back to church, Carrie. That's good. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. That's all I got. I just wanted to update you guys. I don't know what else I can say. Just keep praying for me. Keep praying for my dad. Keep praying for my family. Keep sending those blessings. Keep sending those blessings and those prayers. When I know more, I'll let you guys know. But that's about all I got. So yeah. Vision says, yeah, those days were hot. Carrie is a pro gamer for the Lord now. There you go. I don't know if those days were hot though, Visions. Nothing against Carrie, just Carrie's not my type of girl, so I just don't want to see Carrie twerking, like I'm all right. But yeah. I'm glad those days are over. The only video that I loved from back in the day, Carrie, it's gone now because that stupid fucking idiot Alex made you delete all your fucking videos. Carrie did this amazing. I think Carrie did this amazing like belly roll across her bed. She goes flying off the bed and crashes into her fucking closet, breaks the fucking closet doors, and the fucking closet doors like go down onto the floor. Carrie, that was the greatest fucking video you've ever made. It was like she did like a full on dive forward roll, went flying across the bed, crashed into the closet doors break, they come flying down and hit the floor, and then Carrie's just laying there on the floor, and then all of a sudden it like fades to blackness. I fucking lost my mind. It was pretty great. It was pretty great. Yeah, landing in the laundry. Well, you landed in the laundry basket, but then like you crashed, the laundry basket like caved into like the closet doors and like broke the fucking closet door. So yeah, that shit was fucking fantastic. So if anyone has a copy of that video, we need to get that back on YouTube, man, because oh my god, that was probably one of the greatest videos ever. Carrie says, I'm doing video gaming still and positive comments only. There you go. Do you still make videos with Adam? I'm sure you do. Pretend Story says, gaming for God. There you go. Gaming for God. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Carrie. So you ran, did like a forward like flip roll dive across the bed, went flying across the bed, landed feet first, I guess, into the laundry basket. Then the laundry basket like caved over. You fell this way and crashed into the closet, and then the closet doors broke. Because I remember the closet doors breaking. I mean, it was like the forward roll dive of the century. So yeah. I cannot believe that fucking video is not up still. That stupid Alex guy made you fucking delete it. Ugh. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take off, but I may do another stream before I go back to Florida. I may not. I just wanted to give you guys an update. Um, so, um, but I'll keep you guys updated. I don't know. I don't know. So, I may just this may just be the last one until I get back to Florida. or I may do another one when I'm still in Missouri. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know. Pretend Story says, "Well, thanks, buddy, for the update." Hey, no worries, man. Uh, no worries, no worries whatsoever. They almost did. It made a lot of noise for sure. Oh, I thought they broke, Carrie. I mean, they made so much noise. I thought they broke. But anyway, I like my version of the story better. Let's just say that the closet doors broke. You know. Um, how long can you stay in Missouri? Well, I mean, I've already been here 6 days, Vision. So I took a week and a half off of work. Like I said, my boss said, Fears, if anything catastrophic happens and you need to take more time off, he's like, just call me. So, if anything even more worse happens, then I'm probably going to take off more time and stay here. But everything so far has been kind of mellow. And they're just trying to get my dad's strength up because they want to do more chemo treatment to try to kill that tumor. I just hope we get there in time. I really do. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So many steps, many steps. Like the first thing was to get my dad's strength up so he could eat. That's probably why he wasn't eating. And he was just taking like little bites of food here and there. But he actually had like a full meal yesterday, thank God. And then my mom said he almost had a full meal this morning with his breakfast. So that's good. So probably when I get to the hospital, it'll be around lunchtime or after lunch because I'm about to go eat lunch right now. And my dad will probably already eat his lunch. So I'm gonna ask my mom to see if he ate just some of his lunch or all of his lunch. So we'll see how it goes, Visions. But yeah. So if anything else catastrophically happens, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay more time. But the plan the plan is as of right now, um, that I'm gonna come back next Wednesday. So yeah. Vision says I read that average stay at hospice is 3 weeks. Well, what they'll probably do is they moved him there to get his strength up. Once he gets his strength up, they're going to move him back into the hospital, Visions, so they can do the chemo treatment to kill the tumor that's inside my dad's brain. That's the plan, as far as what my mom said. But if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. But I just appreciate you guys being cool as hell and um, supporting Fears and supporting my family and sending us prayers and blessings, and you guys being like good friends and good fans and stuff and watching my content. And you guys actually like give a damn. You guys like give a damn about me, my family, my content, my life. And you guys call me on my shit. If like Fears is being lazy, you're like, Fears, get off your fucking ass and edit a goddamn video. Because some days I get really like self-conscious because sometimes my confidence is here and sometimes it's there. Sometimes I have a lot of confidence and sometimes I don't. And then you're like, Fears, get off your ass and edit a fucking video. And then other days I'm just like real motivated. So I've been real lazy like the last couple of weeks and months. So yeah. But I appreciate you guys being like super cool and super like real with me. Like I kind of feel like my YouTube fans are like an extended family, so I appreciate that, guys. I really do. Tyler says, honestly, you might want to extend your stay, to be honest. I may. I may, Tyler. Like, I was talking to my mom the other day, and I might. I might. You know? We'll just see how it goes. I had to like text my boss and let him know at some point when I'm gonna come home. So I kind of gave him that date as like a starting basic. But I also told him, Tyler, I also told him, I said, if anything changes and I want to stay longer, I said, I'm going to call you and let you know. And he goes, oh, yeah, Fears. He goes, Fears. He goes, call me, text me. He goes, let me know. He goes, if you need more time, he's like, just text me, call me, you let me know. And I was like, all right. So I've just been enjoying the time. Like, I have not took the time for granted. That's why I didn't go to the coffee shop or any of that shit. I've literally been here at home whenever I'm not at the hospital. And if I'm not here, then I'm at the fucking hospital. You know? And me and my dad have just been talking and we've been reminiscing about tons of shit, you know? So I have not wasted the time whatsoever. I've literally been enjoying it. And when I'm not hanging out with my dad, I'm hanging out with my mom. If I'm not hanging out with my mom, I'm hanging out with my grandma. Like yesterday, we took a break. I grabbed my mom's car keys and said, hey, Mom, I'm going to borrow your car, and me and Grandma is going to go to lunch. So I took my grandma out to lunch because we were getting hungry while we were at the hospital. So, and we went to where did we go? Oh, Applebee's. We went to Applebee's. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you guys. So, I haven't seen Enzo in about a year. He is getting so big, guys. I haven't been vlogging, but I took a couple of videos of adult Enzo. So you guys, I'll put the footage that I took of, and I didn't even film it with my GoPro. I just filmed Enzo on my cell phone. So I took some pictures of Enzo as an adult. He's getting big, and I took some video. So in one of my next vlogs, I'm gonna put some footage of Enzo so you guys can see what he looks like. But he's getting big, and he is just like the happiest little guy ever. Big ball of energy. So I've been playing with Enzo too. So yep. So anyway, yep. So it was good. It was good to see Enzo. It was good to see Enzo. Been hanging out with him. I took a couple pictures of him and all that. But anyway, I gotta go, guys, because I need to take a shower and I need to get to the. I'm gonna take a shower, get something to eat, and then I'm on my way to the hospital to go visit my dad again today because I've been going to the hospital every single day. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I love you guys, and I'll keep you updated on everything. Anyway, this is Fears signing off, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.